Zoey, who are a Mexican rock band, and they have teamed up with Denise Gutierrez. Oh, I love a cello. I love her vibrato at the end. It's very understated. I like it. I love that light into her head voice instead of which I'm sure she could do. It's all about being understated, light, beautiful, and haunting. Nice head voice. She's keeping it very breathy. She works perfectly against this amazing instrumentation. So here you can see she's using her full head voice, na na na, instead of where she went into this light falsetto place in the earlier verse as it's building up with the drums. It's a really clever and it's a really intelligent way of building up the music vocally. So one of the most difficult things in singing harmonies, there's no harmonies here, you're going, what the hell, Beth, is singing unison. It's much harder in some ways. In harmonies, you can kind of get away with doing slight differences in tone and things like this. When you're singing in unison, you need to really, really match the other singer. And if something goes slightly off, then it's so obvious. So unison singing can be real difficult, but it sounds great here, or here it's octaves. Now I heard she's classically trained and you can hear it a little bit there in her placement. Oh, I love that. It's cute. So the difference is that really open space at the back and a low larynx on the high notes. Instead of a smaller space which you'd often get in like pop, where, I mean, you could mix this and do like a ooh, which is a real different sound. I love his rocky voice against hers. I love to hear her sing classical. And I'm really loving the strings in this. I love strings! So Zoey's history begins at the same sort of time as Britpop was really, really popular, and he was really into Britpop and grunge, and you can hear that in his style of singing, that relaxed diction, that kind of placement. So if you go you kind of feel that there in your mouth. That is kind of his placement there, rather than that forward placed twangy sound that you get with pop nowadays, and it's kind of cool against her light, haunting voice. It's very Beatles. You can hear the Beatles in there, in his voice. Something about him reminds me of like that Goatee and Kimbra sort of combination. And she's really staying in her head voice, which is probably to do with her classical training and also the tone she wants to achieve here. I love the tune percussion in this as well. Lovely vibrato. Nice. Well done, that's lovely. The end was my favorite bit, her singing there. It's such a lovely combination when you get these really different voices, this kind of Britpop style voice with a really light head voicey female voice. The contrast just works so well. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.